little different than yours. I've moved around a lot for jobs, and every place I've moved, I've always registered to vote it immediately as soon as I've moved there. And I feel like, for me, that's a way that I can connect to the place that I live and sort of have that buy-in, say, okay, now I live here. So as soon as I moved to DC, I registered to vote in the district, and I got a new driver's license. Sadly, I had to give up my previous driver's license, which had a much better picture.
So your experience, my experience, both are technically fine ways to go about it. There's no legal requirement to become a DC voter within any length of time.
But other states might strike you from the voter registry if you haven't paid taxes in a while. Still, you could live here in the district and not vote for years here, like maybe even your whole life.
Thousands of people do, so we decided to talk to some of them about why. I headed to Mount Pleasant to meet Alexia Sequara, who at 23 has never missed an election.
So a lot of times I'll just start doing a Google search. From there, kind of, find their website, kind of start looking at what they're talking about.
Sequara recently graduated from American University and lives with 3 of her friends from school. She cast the ballot in Yonkers in Westchester County, New York.
Obviously, for the local elections, Robert Astor, who's the Westchester County executive, is running against Andrew Cuomo, and I don't think he really has a chance. Cuomo has a huge name.
She spends a lot of time chatting with her dad about Westchester politics and says being able to have these conversations with peers is one of her favorite things about Washington.
If you want to talk about politics with someone, for the most part, you're going to have an educated conversation.
That's national politics, not so much local politics.
I definitely don't know too much. I am a little bit familiar with Mayor Gray and all of his scandals, just because in one of my crisis communications class, we kind of studied that.
I clarified that it wasn't a whole class about DC political debacles and just one example among many. But the point is, that's all she says she knows about DC. Same with her roommates.
Not much.
Molly Tillman is from the Eastern Shore of Maryland and told me she has basically no idea how DC is governed.
I'm completely ignorant of how it's structured. So it's sort of like I could maybe register in DC, but I don't even know what I would be really voting for.
Tillman, like all of her roommates, has been here for more than 5 years, which she admits is kind of a long time.
We should probably all know more since we are DC residents, but I don't know why. It just doesn't seem something that we don't do.
We went upstairs where it became clear these are women with serious hometown pride. Molly Tillman has a huge Maryland flag hanging over her bed. Emily Younks, in the other room, has an entire drawer dedicated to Buffalo paraphernalia.
I got my Buffalo Christmas sweater coming to the mail. Oh, I got this great Buffalo t-shirt.
I have so many. So the question is, why? Why don't they care about DC? Yock says the reason she votes in Buffalo is because she has no idea how long she'll be in the district.
I kind of am thinking about moving back to Buffalo, thinking of moving to a different city for grad school, thinking about staying in DC long term. There really isn't any definitive answer to where I will be in the next couple of years.
We always have our crazy plans.
Yeah. So who knows? But has anyone tried to get them involved? I mean, they've been here for 5 years.
They say no one has suggested they vote here or tried to engage them in conversation about local issues. None of that, which is weird, especially when you look at the fact that young adults are